Whoa, hey, look at that. It's the Fellow Industries Stagg EKG Gooseneck electric kettle. And it just came flying at me from miles away, just out of it was just from right over here in the studio. Anyway, hi everyone. We're going to talk today about the Fellow Industries Stagg EKG Gooseneck electric kettle. I've actually been really interested in this one. Let's dive in and talk about it. All right, everyone, so we just unboxed the Stagg EKG electric pour-over kettle, and this is just an unboxing and some first, thoughts on it. So first impressions is it's just really awesome. Like, the kettle itself feels really well designed. It's not very heavy, but the handle is excellent, I gotta say. Like, there's something about it. I know that I read that it's sort of counterweighted. So it's made to allow to kind of, when you're holding it like this, it doesn't feel too heavy, and then as you pour, it's very balanced. So it feels really cool. Overall, it's just an incredibly well-machined piece of kit. I really like it. It's not very heavy, but everything comes together real well. Base is actually one of the coolest things, I gotta say. It actually has on the back of it a Celsius and a Fahrenheit switch. That's cool. And it also has a hold switch, which will allow you to be able to just hold the temperature that you want to reach, and it'll hold it up for 60 minutes. This one knob right here, when pressed down, will power it on. It's got this high-res LCD right here, and you'll just turn the knob to select what temperature you want to brew or, boil your water, so you're not really brewing here. But this will allow you to set the temperature a high of 212 degrees, which is excellent, and a low of 104. So once you've set where you want to boil your water to, of course you would want to have this on, and here's a cool thing, it can tell that I don't have any water in it. How cool is that? This is smart. All right, so we'll pour a little water in here. It still says no water, but it might need to kind of wake up. Let's go ahead and lift it, put it back. Just going to power cycle it, and then I set my temperature, whatever that may be. Oh, and actually, all right, so this is why we do unboxings. This is just to kind of get to know things, This is the same idea here, is you get this at home and just excited, you go until you start playing with it. So the mistake I just made there is I went to set my temperature and then I hit the button, which turned the unit off. So actually, all I need to do is set the temperature that I want to go to. Let's go for 154 degrees Fahrenheit. So I just need to set it, and then it's going to start doing the job. And it shows on the little LCD screen, it's going to show as the temperature creeps up. Most of those goosenecks are the type that have to be heated on a range or an electric range, on a stove or something along those lines. This one doesn't need to do that. And there we go. We're just about at temp right now. We're reading 156 degrees Fahrenheit. And I had set it to 154, so it's a little over. That's okay. There's going to be a little fluctuation, but there's not a ton of it. So I could do the hold button, and when I do hold, that means that the unit's going to just hold at the temperature setting that I've made. So I can turn the hold on or off. So that's pretty much it. Like, if I wanted to increase the temperature at this point, I could turn the knob up, but now I'm done. This is it. Let's pour this water out and see what we've got. All right, so again, this says that it's a pour-over kettle, meaning that you would infer that it would only be for pour-over coffee, but believe me, it's definitely not. This would be really excellent for the AeroPress like I have right here, because look at how I can do just a little bit of water, so if you want to just take time. This is why goosenecks are cool, by the way, is because you can do just a little bit or a lot. And you can be real consistent, real careful about it. I'm not brewing coffee right now. That's okay. We don't need to do this. I just want to show you how it works. But boom, right there, I get right to the top of my AeroPress, If I had coffee in this, I would be able to be real specific about it, and I can coat the grounds real evenly. So honestly, like, I mean, this is really cool. It's really cool. I love it. It's super, super stylized. That little LCD, yeah, good move, guys. I dig that. And I love just the overall look of it. It feels really good. It got up to temp super fast. That was impressive. It was actually really cool. You could use this for a multitude of different things, which is kind of the big win here, you know, is that you don't have to just use this for pour over. And the most important thing, again, also that I should probably mention here, is that because it's got a temperature setting on it, that's going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to do teas specifically, because teas require different variations in temperature to be able to make sure that you brew your tea properly. And it's going to make sure that you're going to get your water to the proper temperature to be able to do a good pour over or French press, AeroPress, whatever that may be. So that temperature control is huge. I really love that. I have used electric kettles with temperature controls on them before, but I've never used a gooseneck with a temperature control. I've always used goosenecks just, again, heating up on an oven or stove, should I say. This one takes the cake as one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So, big win. Loving this on the initial unboxing here. Again, my impressions, totally worth it. This is a bit more of a boutique piece of gear, by the way. Just keep that in mind. It's a little more of a boutique thing to add to your at-home coffee shop. But if you're pretty serious about making sure you get your water right, I think this would totally be the way to go. So, we will dive in. We'll show you more on how to use this and other ways that you could use it as time goes on here on FrenchPressCoffee.com. But if you guys have questions, comments, if I missed anything, get in touch in the comment section. Find us on your favorite social media network, or find us at FrenchPressCoffee.com.
Well, I hope you liked that video. And if so, why don't you go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any more of our highly caffeinated videos. And if you subscribe, I'll give you a nice coffee quote. Go on. I'll wait. Go on, subscribe. There you go. Thank you so much. And now for our coffee quote. I must get up. My coffee needs me.